What is up, guys? This is Kuldeep, and I want to show you a quick tutorial about Photoshop. And this is a quick tutorial. We're just gonna make a small project, and it's a small wallpaper which we're gonna make a spatter effect, and it's gonna look really nice. So let's get started. First of all, you need Adobe Photoshop CS5. If it's CS5, CS4, CS6, any, just Photoshop, because it's really basic. You won't really need to worry, and they all work pretty much the same. So if you have CS4, you don't have to worry. It will be pretty much the same, the looks and design of the Photoshop, so it's not really that hard. So if you are very new to Photoshop, let me just close this for you. This is how the Mac version looks, but the Windows one looks a little bit different. It doesn't show the wallpaper at the back. It's just gray. So if you're on a Windows, you just press Control N. If you're on a Mac, you press Command N and open up a new project, or you can just go to File, New, of course. Then let's name this splatter effect. Yeah, splatter effect, and make sure that the width is 1920 pixels and height is 1080 pixels, and leave the rest how it is. It's okay. Just click OK, and yeah, here we have our background layer. So as you can see, these are the layers. Now yours might be slightly bigger or smaller. You can really customize it however you want, but let's unlock it. You just double click on this layer and this will pop up. You can name it background. Okay, so now it's unlocked, so we can actually do stuff with it. Not that we really gonna, but everyone likes to unlock the background before you start, before to start using it. And you can merge layers and stuff if it's unlocked. If it's locked, then you can't. So first of all, we want our background to be black. So let me just ignore that. Okay, here's the background. Now there are many ways to make it black. We can just take this is the paintbrush tool, and we can just once you click on the paintbrush tool, you can use the pointers and just click on the circle and pick your size, and just you can either paint it black, or you can click on the paint bucket tool and just tap and the whole thing is black, or you can press Control and delete, or option and delete. Okay, it's option and delete on Mac, so try alt delete on a Windows computer. Okay, so now we got our black background. Now there are many icons here, so if you're new to it, this is the trash can, so it deletes the layers. Right now we only have one layer, so we can't delete it yet. This is our we create a new layer with this icon. This is to create folders, and this is for an adjustment layer. This is for layer mask. This is for effects, and that's to link layers. Okay, so we're going to be using create a new layer a lot. No matter what project you are doing, Photoshop is known for the layers. Because of layers, you can add effects of stuff coming out and stuff feeling as if it's behind or forward of other things. So let's click create a new layer, and there you can see we created a new layer. Now we want to create a splatter effect. Now how do we do that? It's really easy. If you're a beginner and if you just want to make a simple project, it's good to download brushes. Now these are the default brushes about till here, and then I downloaded all these. You can just download, you can Google it, and you can just search for any brushes, but right now we're going to use paint splatter brushes, and I'll give you a link on the description so that you guys can download the specific brush, so it can look pretty much the same, but you guys can always change your project. Doesn't have to look exactly like mine. Okay, let's just browse to our splatter brushes. As you can see, I have a lot. Brushes come in really handy, especially in projects like these where you want to create a nice background effect. So where is it? Oh, there they are. As you can see, this is the highlight, just showing you of how it looks. Now this layer is on top of the background layer, so the stuff that we're going to paint is going to be on, it's not going to be linked to the background, so we can always make changes and it's not going to affect our background. But what color do we make it? it's your own opinion or choice, whatever you guys want to do, but I'm gonna use light blue. It looks really cool. And when you click on the types of brushes option, just reduce the size till about I think not 400, about 800. I think no, 800 is, yeah, around 600, 800. And just click once. As you can see, we created a nice look there. And we can choose another brush. And by the way guys, the link that I'm going to give you, it's going to come with a set of these brushes, so it's going to have 6 7 different types of brushes, so you guys can just pick and choose whatever type of design you want. We're just going to keep clicking until we find something really good. And yes, now since we only have about 5 6 and we want to cover up this whole area, what we can do is click on this icon, and this is the brush settings. Now we have this this particular paintbrush selected, so we're gonna click on shape dynamics, and as soon as you tick that, you can see the effect changed of the properties have changed. Now the size jitter, you can move it to about 50%, maximum diameter also about 50, angle jitter 50, and roundness jitter 50%, and maximum roundness you can just leave it, you can put that to 100%. Scattering, okay, we don't really need scattering right now, but look, now when you just click and drag, it doesn't make one, like it doesn't follow the pattern, it makes random patterns, as you can see, which is really cool. So let's do that with this. Okay, this is there's another, you see, as soon as you click on another brush, the settings are back to normal, so you have to go and do the same thing again. But right now I'm not really gonna do that. I'm just gonna use these to make a cool effect. You guys can mess around and make sure it looks good however you like it. I think it's coming out quite well, but let's just cover it up quite nice. And for those of you who just started Photoshop and think that this is really hard, trust me, it's not that hard. It's just because you're used to easy programs like Paint or Word, and it's not really that hard. You must just keep trying different tutorials, different effects, which you're gonna do all the time. And oh yeah, I got some cool effects here. Cool, yeah, cool spatter brushes here. And yeah, you can just download a lot. If you don't like the ones I give you in the link, you can always just google some, and there's this website called Brush Easy, and they usually have the best brushes out there. Like I really love their brushes, and Brush King also has nice brushes. Okay, so as you can see, I'm just clicking on random brushes with the paintbrush effect just to fill the space up, because we're gonna have our font here. The font is gonna be in the middle here, and it's gonna be black, so it's gonna stick out and look really nice. I think that's good enough. Yes. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Now let's click on the text tool. Yeah, that the T, that's the horizontal type text tool. And let's just first select our font. I'm gonna go with Bank Gothic. I'll try and put the link in the description below, or you can just go to deffont.com. I'll give you the link for that too, and just search any type of font, or there are many genres in which you can just select any type of font that you would like to use. So yeah, you can see, let me just, my size is about 700 right now. We don't want that much. Let's put the size to 100. And don't change anything here, just go to color, that box over there, and move this right at the bottom so that it's black. And then you can type anything, like I'm gonna type let's type KK. Okay, no, let's type sample. Yes, you see, as you can see, it's too big to fit, so I can just drag this to make space. That's just simple stuff. And it's still too big to fit into that effect, so I'm just gonna highlight this whole thing and change the size. Let's move it to about 70. I think that looks better. Yes, that looks awesome. Yep. And you can see the pattern is already there and it looks already pretty awesome, but we're just gonna add some slight effects which will just give you some detail on the texture itself, on the font, and it's gonna make this cool glow on the paint. So it's gonna look, the text will actually stand out. So it's a simple thing. You're just gonna double click on the text layer and you get the layer style window. Now we're gonna click on drop shadow. You can see already there's a little effect going on there. So once you take the drop shadow, just make sure the blend mode is on normal, and the opacity you can push it to full 100%. And the size, let's make the size about 5, and yeah, that's it. Just keep the size 5, so it has this blurry shade, casting on the background, which looks really nice. Now tick on outer glow, and right now it's on screen, so change the blend mode to normal, and then click on the color box over there, and I think we can change it to white. It will look nice. And let's just increase the spread to about 6 and the size to about 7, and looks like this cool effect. It looks this like it's standing out, it seems 3D. So that's really cool, and you guys can do whatever you like. If you have cooler brushes that you want to add or something else at the back and not paint, you can always try that out. But I'm gonna have the links down below so you guys can check those brushes out and make something similar to this, and just keep learning. And make sure you subscribe, because I'm gonna keep bringing you videos like these. But just before we end, let's just save this project. Just go to file, save as, and make sure, if you want to add, if you want to keep make changes to this again, then you have to change it, save this in a PSD format. So make sure that the format is on Photoshop, and you can name it whatever you like. But if it's on Photoshop, then it's not a picture. So if you double click, Photoshop is going to open up and you can edit the picture again. But if you want it just as a normal picture that you can post on Facebook or just have it on your phone, then make sure you click the format to JPEG and uncheck the embedded color profile, because it doesn't really do much, but many phones don't display pictures with embedded color profiles. And click save, and you can just increase the size to the full. As you can see, since it's a full HD picture, it's going to be 1.2 megabytes, and then you click OK, and there we have it. We saved it, guys. And this is just showing because I haven't saved it as a PSD format yet, but I'm not gonna really make changes. So that's it, and that brings us to our end of our tutorial, guys. Hope you guys liked it. If you like it, please click subscribe, because more videos are gonna come, and make sure to give it a thumbs up if you really like it, because that will really help me, and I'll keep making videos like these, guys. Thank you.